So, I really feel extremely privileged being here. I feel that Carol told me that I'm counted among lots of, I guess, close friends, and that is a very, very special privilege. And it's wonderful, to have two close to celebrate such an amazing, milestone together with Roz and do it, in a very casual yet meaningful way. So, a few weeks ago, I guess somebody's Warner cable behind my house, wherever, was damaged. There was some construction that maybe was on in the back, and I guess the company realized that there's something wrong with the cable, and they asked me if they can go in my backyard and, climb on the poles and do what they do. And I said, sure. And my 10-year-old was home at the time, and he was here to report that he wanted to see what they're doing up there. And the son and then we went somewhere together, and in the car was something I have to tell you because it's so weird. And I said, I'm listening to these people watching their work, and one guy said to me, other co-worker, he said, so-and-so's birthday tonight, you should really go out and have some beer and get drunk. So what he was trying to say is that, what a way to celebrate the birthday. So of course here, we're going to do it completely differently and really in a meaningful way. So, although I don't know of a place in the world where birthdays are really mentioned as being celebrated, except in one time when he talked of it was mean at the age of 24 months, and it says that Abraham made a very good speech, but that is really the only place that I know, please correct me, that they celebrate birthdays. So doesn't make a difference. Maybe it's more an American thing, but it really doesn't make a difference because as far as you tell us that a person's birthday is a very special day for that person because it is a day that conducive to brachas. It's a day that is conducive to bringing down brachas from Shemaim, and some people say in the Rabbinic circles have the minhag that the birthday boy or girl gives brachas to their friends because they have the hashpah and their ability and their koach to do it at their time. So it is very significant. And then obviously I think that Shabbat is people are encouraged to make that day the day of the reception, a day of giving away tzedakah and davening. I know some people say that it's different on the day of their birthday, and to just really take upon oneself some kabbalah for the future, some mitzvah, something that the person wants to work on to make it really a meaningful day and year ahead. But in Pirkei Avos, as where they mentioned different qualities of each birthday, or let's say they say like, I don't know what it is, decade. It's not always decade, it's something more like, when you're 10, nothing to do with night, 15 Gemara, 18 get married, that's what it says at Pirkei Avos. And then at the age of 50 is considered the age where you actually have acquired the privilege of giving wise counsel to others. So now, of course, it shows us that at the age of 50 we have accumulated enough wisdom and enough life experience, to be in that position and to be able to give advice. So after your mom know you can give advice. After that, it's over. Think it's perfect. So anyway, 2 weeks ago when we read the Tashat Sarah, we know that the opening part of Tashat Sarah talks about that Sarah was Nifter and that she was 127 years old. And the Pasuk says it in a very interesting way. It says she was 100 years old, and 20 years old, and 7 years old, which is not the usual way the Torah tells us about somebody's first years of their life. And the Rashi goes to say, and he says that this comes to teach us that even at the age of 100, she was like a 20-year-old girl. So what does that really mean? External, what is internal, what does it really mean? And the commentators elaborate on it, and they say that, the advantage of being at the right old age for her was 100 was that she, you acquire poise, you acquire wisdom, you acquire a certain yishuchadat, which means like, a certain presence of mind and a certain serenity that you know where you're going and you know what you're doing and you know what's right, more or less. It's not like when you're young and you're not sure what you're saying. You acquire of, being zealous and being excited and wanting to accomplish things. So what Rashi is trying to say and the commentators is that even though she was 100 and she was wise and she had acquired all those qualities, she still had the elasticity of a young 20-year-old. And when I saw that, it made me think of Raj, because I saw that Raj personifies the same qualities. From the minute I met Raj, I knew I'm in the presence of a real Rashistral princess. She has dignity, she has poise, she has certain, elegance about her. Yet at the same time, when there's a mitzvah to be done, or even when she seeks to do a mitzvah, she always looks for something to do. It's always done with a full heart and with excitement, and she wants to do it, and what can I do? And it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's helping out for a good cause, which, we were the beneficiary of, or opening up her home to guests. So it just lends her heart and her time and her love for somebody. It's always done with depth. Never, oh, do I really have to do this? It's so hard for me. I'm so tired from the whole day. It's just like everybody else. But it's not God. So that really reminded me of that. Besides that, this week's parsha, there was also some things in there that reminded me a lot of, Raj. And one of them said that right at the opening topic of Parsha Vayetze, it says that Vayetze Yaakov Migir Shava, Yaakov left the Shava, and he went to Haran. So of course, Rashi asks, why the double lashon? If he's going to Haran, we know he's leaving Beersheba. So why do we have to do that? And we know that the two reasons why Yaakov Avinu left was A, because his mother told him to leave from Esau, but she knew he had in mind to kill him, so she wanted to save his life. And the second reason was because they wanted him to marry a girl out of Canaan. They didn't want to marry a girl from Canaan, more to go back to his family like Yitzchak had done. So really he was Ephraim by leaving. And but Rashi says that the reason why it looks like it's a double lashon is because when a tzaddik leaves a city, it makes a mark, it leaves a mark in the city. You feel that the tzaddik lived there, and you feel now that he's gone. There's a void, but also there is a legacy. There is some legacy to the fact that the tzaddik lived in that city. And yes, we feel the void because he obviously made a difference in the city. And I don't know how long he's living here already. I don't know when. 11 years. 11 years. Wow. But we can definitely say the other way around, that God is moving away with her family and living amidst, in our midst. And whatever. She has touched many, many lives. And knowing God, I know she will continue to do so. And it doesn't matter from which walk of life, whatever you are, as long as you're a Jew and, you want to serve Hashem and whatnot, she's right there, and she opens her heart and her home. And so God is a private person who does make a difference. It's not just, okay, she lives in LA, nobody knows her, whatever. But, obviously she doesn't do it, it's not over the tabloid. It's just done in a very quiet, nice way. And unless you're her close friend, you don't even know. But I know that she does touch many lives and still continues to do so. And not only that, but I can say for sure that knowing God is whatever she does, whether it's at work, whether it's in her school, whether it's at home or wherever she goes or whatever, it's always the utmost thing in her mind is, how can I serve Hashem? How can I make it to the Hashem? She doesn't compromise on her values, she doesn't compromise on her needs. Nothing will change. God is who she is wherever she is. So that is also something that's really impressive. And this is also alluded in this week's parsha when we see that Yaakov Avinu was going on the way to Haran, and the sun set early, and he decided to lay down. And then we all know the dream, the children come home with a ladder, and the Malachim going up, and the Malachim going down. And one of the things that the commentators say is that the ladder was standing on the ground, firmly on the ground, but the tip leads into the heavens. And it teaches us many, many things, but one of the things that it teaches us is that every mundane act that we perform here in this world can, as mundane as it could possibly be, you can always elevate it. You can always, whatever it is, the simplest thing, a phone call to somebody, giving tzedakah, whatever, everything can be done in an elevated way. Even when we work, even when we put our pranasa, it can all be done in the way how the people want us to do it, by integrity, by honesty. The way Rahas is zero tolerance for injustice. She's full of emet, she's honest, she's praising her, and this is how it is. And that is just obvious. You see her face, and this is who she is. So this also reminded me very much of how lives her life, always elevating whatever she does, and not only do we make a ripple effect in this world when we do good deeds, but it creates a ripple effect in the heavens as well. Every good deed that a person does creates something in the heavens, something that's above what we can understand, and we create malachim, and that protects us and protects us, and protects everybody around us. And my wish is to all of us here that we have this push to learn Torah, how to conduct our lives with Torah and with deeds, and always, our actions should always be the Shem Shemayim and bring Nachat to Hashem. And on behalf of all of us here, and of course we here, Sister we want to wish Raj longevity and good health and Nachat and Hanaka, and we start to continue lots of Nachat. We can have a lot of Nachat from one of Hashem. I have a lot in all the south, so there's a lot of things it really can. So it's wonderful, and whatever you should do, get into your family should be with bracha and hatzlacha, and we wish you a very happy birthday, Raj.
Yeah, everything was so from the heart, and it was unbelievable. Oh, the heart.
Under request to come up with some memorable Dearest friend Ron, under request to come up with some memorable advice for upcoming 50th birthday, you asked that I should come up with an obscure idea that you could use. The real truth is that it's not easy to come up with a prose written and speech. The prose written is simple and profound. Something that is philosophically rich, so that you can fire, yet light enough to remember. Personal and true is mystical. Moreover, Rosalind got someone turns to 50, that person receives an extra dose of wisdom to give advice to others. So, more than once, you ought to turn to advice. Still, my close friend is and it is your 50th birthday, I cannot refuse to take up the challenge of allowing it to go announced. So, I came up with the following thought. The prophet in Tehillim says, Rabot Mashavot Ish Rasat Hashem Olam Takum. This means that people have about thoughts, lamb, gold, etc. But the thought is life from Hashem forever. And there's some spiritual time. We're using this prophet that being that the phrase Rasat Hashem is used rather than the word Mashavot, it is time to teach us that the correct translation is not the thoughts of Hashem, but rather the advice of Hashem. This is something amazing. The advice from Hashem to us is, in every step of life, we should feel that we are acting with advice and consent of Hashem. This means to say that Hashem is telling us, advising us, and no matter what happens, if things are going good or not, what must thank Hashem? All from His power. Even the Hashem, we are going to plan, and not only are things getting derailed, but it seems something terrible is happening. We must not say it. We should not get it down, but rather this is the ending of Hashem. Hashem knows better what is good for us. Hashem causes something to happen that makes us that looks less to be advantageous. Still, we must look at it from the right perspective, namely that Hashem is our way, and we therefore are good. But 3 times a day it says, Gomel Hashem Yisabim, because the whole Sadiqa of the religion is saying that our hearts from Hashem that we want to be chosen. That notwithstanding, you know that whatever happens in the church, it looks as well externally.
So nice. So nice.